Welcome to the Cursed City podcast. My name is Drew, the self-proclaimed mayor of Mordheim, where the shiny rocks are dangerous, rat men aren't real, and your first dagger is always free. I'm on my way to Orlando, driving with my good buddy Dan.
What's up?
To go to the first day of the Cookbook, Hunt for the Cookbook campaign at Coliseum of Comics in Orlando with the Orlando Mordheim group. I'm really excited. I actually am not driving. This is like one of the first times. I think this is the first time I'm not driving to Orlando, so my hands are free. So I don't know what to do with my hands, but thank you for picking me up.
Yeah.
Thank you for the coffee.
Dude. Yeah, I'm also excited. I was just chatting earlier to your lovely wife and daughter and mentioning how excited I was last night. Like I was kind of like, can the night kind of be over so I can go to bed, so I can wake up tomorrow and, get on the drive to go get on and get my game on? Because it's not often that you just get to have a solid day of gaming, if nothing else. I mean, I'm sure my work phone will ping off once or twice.
Yeah.
As it always does, even on a weekend. But yeah, I'm really excited to get a solid day of gaming in.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. I share the same feeling. You're laying there in bed and you're just thinking, all right, so tomorrow, if it goes well, what am I going to get for my goblin leader? What am I going to do if it doesn't go well?
Yeah.
Right? What are my injuries going to be like?
And this campaign's very unique. I've never seen anything like this where the warband's very restrictive. Mm-hmm. There's only, is it 5 or 6 warbands total?
I didn't even think it was that many. Because it's only halfling and goblins. You've got night goblins, 2 flavors of night goblins.
Yeah.
You got forest goblins.
Yeah.
The Mootlander halflings.
And then there's another halfling warband somewhere else in
there
the
is?
list.
Okay, so there's 5.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
No. I thought originally there were dwarves as well, but
yeah.
Which I thought could have been, thematic. But
yeah.
Anyway. We're not here to critique the campaign style or delivery or any of that sort of stuff. We'll just get into it. It'll be a whole lot of fun.
That's very kind of you. I actually do spend a lot of time critiquing everything because I'm just a critical, analytical dickhead sometimes.
Oh, no, that's fair. No, I like where you're going with that. My old man, he used to tell me the best way to complain is to make things.
Yeah.
So if you want to complain about something, just go make something better. Which hopefully we're working on. I don't know about better, but we're working on something different in future gaming stuff, which would be cool to chat about.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with a little bit about what you're planning on doing. Tell me what you're bringing, what models you use to put it together. What do you foresee for your warband in this campaign?
Yeah, so I made the choice for forest goblins.
Great choice.
Originally I was looking at halflings because I've never played it before. I'm a bit of a variety fiend, if anything. I don't think I've ever played anything for more than one campaign at a time for any game setting, like Necromunda or Mordheim or Blood Bowl, anything. It's always something different.
So is that diagnosed ADHD or is that just self-medication?
Variety is the spice of life, my friend.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And you can't have variety in all areas of life. So in the areas that you can have it, why not engage in it?
Well, if you live in Utah, there's that area. You can expand those areas. But anyway, sorry,
yeah.
Go on.
Forest goblins. I just went, they're cool, and fun and silly, and I feel like that's got to be one of the more important parts of any choice of warband. You got to have something fun and something kind of silly.
Yeah.
The models I chose for it, I actually had a whole bunch of Sigma goblins. Not goblins, though. What do they call them?
The hobgoblins?
No, they look hobgoblin-ish, but they are gut rippers or
yeah.
Gosh, I should have remembered this. But yeah, and then the other guys that are available in the warband are the big critter for them is a giant spider, or I think
sick.
Gigantic spider if you want to get the rideable version.
Yeah.
Actually, they're both rideable. It's kind of odd, but I'll take it. it could potentially mean I get 2 really big spiders.
You could write anything with enough alcohol. Let's be honest.
Yeah, so I got a couple of extra guys off Etsy. And yeah, a few other goblins I had laying around that, gosh, I don't even know what they're from. I really don't. But yeah,
some of those like Gloomspite Gits guys. So your guys just have this really wicked kind of look to them.
Yeah, they've all got these little jagged daggers, and it looks like maybe it looks like a grenade, like some kind of. It looks like it's maybe supposed to be like a molten grenade kind of thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right. Which works for the sluggers, which is one of the choices of the henchmen.
Okay.
Anyway, I digress. That's what we do here.
Yes.
So yeah, forest goblins. I thought they're going to be fun and cool. It should be an interesting thing because I guess you can go with this group. You can go either way. They've got a maximum of 20 in their warband.
Yeah.
You can go with a swarm like this, or you can kit them out and go a little more on the heavy side.
Right.
And something else I'm doing, which I've never done before in a campaign, is start with a hired sword.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling to choose between the pit fighter and the warlock.
You know we're on the way, right?
I know we're on the way.
It says we have an hour and 41 minutes
Yeah,
left.
that's fine.
So we'll think on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
what are your why pros and cons? Why the pit fighter?
Okay.
Why the
so
warlock?
the forest goblins are very much a shooty warband.
Okay.
Short
bows, slings, what are you talking?
So yeah, no slings available for these guys is one of my gripes.
Mm.
One of the halfling warbands, which you can definitely do a swarm with. I built out a little, fake warband.
Yeah.
You can do a swarm of 20 guys with slings. You can armor all of the heroes. It's nasty, and they have like ballistic skill 5 and stuff on the heroes, not 4. Which is it should be interesting. We will get hit very easily by the halflings, but they have a strength and toughness mostly of 2.
That is the deciding factor for me. I felt like, and I was just like you. Like I've never done halflings. I did the orc mob way back when I was a kid in 2000. And I love the orcs. I love the fanatics. The goblins are awesome. But I've never done anything halfling related, and I thought that would be really cool. I could come with some cool themes, cool ideas. Toughness 2. Yeah. I don't really want to be wounded on 2s and 3s all day.
Yeah.
That sounds really tough.
And I mean, there are some amazing models out there too for halflings.
Yeah.
You can get some really cool stuff. I love Etsy is a great source of models. You can get a very reasonably priced warband for 20 or 30 models, and they're awesome. They might be custom sculpted stuff or something that's not necessarily you can't kit out different weapons on them that one comes on the model, but the models are amazing anyway, so it kind of doesn't really matter.
And then a lot of those Etsy models, I mean, first of all, they're cheap, but second of all, a lot of them have a lot of detail.
Oh yeah.
I got some of those for my Undead warband for the last campaign.
Which are awesome. I love those guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Great paint job too.
Thanks. That's the other thing. Your painting is awesome, and I know you're so modest about it. It's just dry brush and contrast paints, but it looks amazing. They always look so good. So
contrast.
I'm excited to see them out there.
Contrast paints, I feel like, make it super easy. I've only just gotten into them in the last couple of years. I still painted really old school before that with just layers and dry brush and washes and layers and layers. Anyway. So we were
talking about why your hired sword debacle.
Yes, hired sword debacle. So my warband's very shooty. Anyone that does have weapons are ranged weapons.
Okay.
So if I were to go the warlock, he's basically a ranged specialist. You would generally choose one of the ranged decent spells, and then you roll a random other one in this campaign anyway.
Right, yeah, we always choose the first spell in this, which I 100% agree with.
Yeah, totally. So that would add one more shooty guy to my team, but hopefully an effectively shooty guy.
Right.
But who can also hold his own, in a one-on-one, hopefully against a halfling. Or but then the pit fighter would be slightly better than most heroes.
Right.
Slightly cheaper than most equipped heroes when you consider what they've got equipment-wise, versus what it, like for me, my chieftain cost 50 base.
Really?
Yeah, and doesn't have an amazing stat line as heroes go, as leaders go for a warband. But yeah, so that's my debacle. I'm like, do I want someone hand-to-hand to kind of back up the squad of very shooty people? Mm-hmm. Or do I want the wizard who will, or the warlock, sorry, who will provide extra shooty support, like more range than any of my other guys, and probably more strength, but I don't know. Spells are always a bit of a random thing. They don't always work.
Yeah, you're preaching the choir, for sure.
But again, shooting doesn't either. So, is it better to have like a bonus hand-to-hand, like really good hand-to-hand guy starting in my warband that doesn't have that at all, or is it better to have the extra shoot?
Well, it's interesting because I feel like, first of all, thematically both can fit.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, warlocks and goblins, I feel like they kind of go together real nice.
Right. Yeah. I could see like the warlock being the one who's actually really running the warband, manipulating them into doing whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I like that a lot. That's a cool way of doing it too.
Yeah, and you know, it's always fun when it's thematic if you can run with it that in a way where everything kind of gels together and there's a fun story to it, and then instead of making decisions that are like metagaming along the way, you make them that match the theme of the warband, and it I don't know, it's much more fun to play. It adds a much more random element to it rather than trying to make the best, most hardcore warband that's gonna win the game.
1,000%. I mean, I'm all about that. Even so, this group, the Orlando group, you've come once or twice?
Once before.
Once before. They all play very thematically. There's only like maybe one guy who's a little more into the game element than the rest, and even him, they're all, like I said, they're all thematic players, narrative players. Skirmish Con is not that. Skirmish Con is, we want to try to game it, we want to try to win. I still went thematic.
Right.
Like I can't help it. Like that's one of the draws to this game for me. You know?
Yeah, I gotta say too, dude, your warband is actually gotta be the best thematic warband I have ever seen. No. And I love that it has a story into your past and like your origin of wargaming, which is really cool. I don't want to give away too much. I'll leave that for you to do as Mr. Supra flies on by.
Yeah, right. Sick.
Drew, please tell me about your warband, your choice, everything, how you came to design it, how you did. It's awesome.
Well, it all started when I was 14. So my dad used to call everything that we did as kids that he didn't understand Smurfs, or Smurfing, or something related to Smurfs. So we would be playing 40K in the basement. He'd be like, "You guys Smurfing down there?" I'd be like, "Yeah, Dad, we're Smurfing." We'd be playing Gauntlet Legends on Nintendo 64 till 1 in the morning. He'd be like, "Yeah, you guys playing with your Smurfs on there?" Like, "Yeah, playing Smurfs, Dad." And everything was Smurfs. And then fast forward like 20-something years, I was talking to my mother about Skirmish Con, the tournament that I was going to. And she said, "Hey, did any of the games you play have Smurfs in them? Remember how Dad used to call everything you did Smurfs?" And I said, "Jesus Christ, that's the most genius thing I've ever... Why on earth have I not done Smurfs yet? Of course I could make Smurfs." And I've always loved goblins. So this campaign was coming up, and I knew I needed to make a goblin or halfling warband. I knew Skirmish Con was coming up, and I'm like, "Oh, that's it. It's got to be Smurfs." So I've got Night Goblin rule set, the web version, because there's the two flavors. Mm-hmm. And I'm starting with a troll. So not
necessary.
necessarily, right.
It's got to be a necessity in this campaign.
I mean, for sure. The troll is just so chaos. And that's the thing I really love about the goblins is you spend a ton of time just trying to wrangle your own warband. Between the animosity and the stupidity and the frenzy, it's like I'm rolling 4 or 5 different things before I even get to start deciding what I can do.
Yeah,
the random movement on squigs.
Right.
Yeah. So I love that aspect of it. So Gargamel, the bad guy in Smurfs, he's my troll, and I've got him dressed to look like Gargamel.
Yeah.
This was my first time really doing any kind of sculpting. So I used Milliput to do like facial features and the traditional horseshoe male pattern baldness for the troll.
We've got to put some photos up of these to link to this because they are really cool. You even built a super awesome little mushroom house stand, like a display for them for the last con. Is that right?
Yeah. I had the vision of them being in a Smurf village, like shortly after starting to do the models. I was like, I have to put these together. Yeah, and I put that music on every Instagram post. But I'm like, I want them to be in like their little village, but I want it to look, kind of grimdarky, Mordheimy. So there's like a pile of burnt skulls, and there's a wooden post that's got, arrows, the cursed woods this way, Mordheim that way, Sylvania this way, so.
It's really cool.
Thank you. So starting with 13 models.
Okay.
So, obviously, I want to make sure I always hit at least 13 because you're going to lose goblins, man. They're food, right?
They are.
They're
That's
mushrooms.
what they're made for.
Right. So you got to have enough to survive at least a turn before you take a route test on your leadership of fucking 7,
Yeah.
So,
gripes about our warbands.
Yeah.
Since you were talking about yours,
Leadership.
go ahead.
Well, gripes are leadership.
Yep.
That's a real problem. The other one is I really love the just kind of horde mentality of goblins, and I really love fanatics.
Yep.
And I would love to just field a bunch of just really trashy, and also with the Smurf sort of, communist vibe, that whole thing. I want them just all be the same. So like just a shitload of goblins with just daggers and nothing else because they're communists.
Right.
And that's hilarious to me. Right. And then I want a bunch of fanatics, but fanatics are crazy expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna die.
They do.
They're random movement. You roll a d6 on a 1, they just die. They go out of action, and they are more likely to die permanently than any other henchman.
Right. So, if my memory serves, and this is like many destroyed brain cells later, and 20 odd years, but like one of the Warhammer Fantasy rules was, and again, I can't remember which version,
Right.
but I'm certain one of them was like you would just have your night goblins in your regiments, and then during the game, then they would consume the mushrooms, and like 1 or 2 of them from that regiment would pop out and become the fanatics.
Yeah. Which is amazing.
Yeah. So I kind of wish that there was a similar rule for that in this, where they were just your normal goblins, and then you chose like now he's going to eat the mushroom, and boom, he's the fanatic.
So you can start. You have to start high on mushrooms, which. Listen, again, one of the reasons I'm playing this particular rule set is because my shaman gets to make mushroom booze and get everybody wasted. Like that was one of the coolest parts of this whole tournament. Is everybody's drunk, high on mushrooms, awesome. But you can choose. So you're going to be frenzied, so you're going to have to charge. But you can choose when you start to spin the ball and chain.
Right.
And when you start to spin. You roll 2d6 and you choose your direction. So your first kind of charge is like, hope you roll high enough to get there because you'll be able to direct that first one. But after that, it's up to the dice. I think on a 2 through 5, maybe,
Okay.
you get to choose the direction they move going forward. If you roll a 1, they just go out of action, and I think if you roll a 6, it's random. So, yeah, and if you contact any terrain, you go out of action automatically. If you contact any model, friend or foe, you're fighting them, then you're going to probably squish them.
Yeah.
The ball and chain the rules in this game are ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's +2 strength, unwieldy, cumbersome, can't use anything else, can't have anything else.
Right.
But everybody that's fighting you is a -1 to hit, which is really cool, and especially in Mordheim, where everything is a 4 to hit normally.
Right. Most people are, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty helpful. But then also it's D3 wounds and no armor save.
Right.
If it hits you. So yeah, they're great for targeting some big scary monster, and hope you get it on the first go, because after that, who knows? And he can't be held in combat either. So this is something that we need to get clarified. Yeah, like it could just move out of combat and can't be hit back, can't be hit automatically.
Right.
But this is something we have to figure out from Glenn or Steve. I'm not sure who's really in charge this time around. Glenn ran the last campaign. This is Steve's campaign.
Okay.
If you're in combat with a spinning, whirling fanatic, and you roll to see if you get to decide your direction. If you can decide your direction, can you just stay in combat, or do you have to move? Like if you move forward and you're in combat and you move forward, you're still in combat?
I think you have to move.
I kind of think so too.
That's the thing about the ball and chain.
Yeah. I kind of think so too. So that's going to be interesting how that works.
Yeah, I think, at least thematically. And if you think about it, I guess I get caught up doing this too often, but like when there's no direct like rule thing where it says, I'm like, it would kind of make sense for him to keep swinging and moving.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of rules like that, some that make no sense.
Right.
Thematically, narratively, and are the rules, and then vice versa, of course. Like my thought is always Sigmar's Hammer. The spell that creates a hammer of light. Like the hammer of light is such a common thematic element throughout fantasy.
Right.
But in the rules, that's not really what it is. It just means every one of the priest's weapons get all the benefits that it talks about, like the plus strength and the double damage undead or whatever it is.
Right.
So like he could be armed with 2 daggers and they're going to be +2 strength and double damage. And that's stupid. To me, it's like make a hammer and try it again and make 2 hammers. That's actually another gripe of mine. And I think it's the last gripe of mine for my warband, is the spells.
Right.
So when I made this warband, I didn't realize there's a different spell set between the Night Goblin list. So I was just using the regular Goblin spell set. Oh. And the spell they have is Clubba, where they create a green club. And you can create 2 of them. And it makes them a 6 attack, strength 5 blender. But like maybe 2 weeks before SkirmishCon, maybe 3 weeks, I found out that I have a different spell list, and I don't have Clubba on that list. I have Idol of Gork, which makes me a giant orc, green glowy orc with +1 weapon skill, +1 strength, and +1 attack.
Right.
So it's not as good, but it is also very good. It's a difficulty 8, which means it's a pain in the ass for me to get. Yeah. But it lasts until you suffer a wound, so it's still very good. It's just frustrating because I already built the model with the 2 glowing green clubs. And had I known this was the spell, I would have built a big green glowy orc to replace him with, which would have been so cool too. But whatever, I've got clubs, it's fine. I'm going to pretend like I've got glowy clubs, but use the rules, whatever. The other problem though is all the rest of the spells on that list suck. Yeah. They're like, but one of them, you roll a d6 after you cast it. I think it's difficulty 8, so even if you get it, you're lucky. Mm-hmm. And if you roll a 1, he goes out of action. Huh. Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's really tough. They all are like, there's one that's really good. There's like a flight thing, which is really good because it's not just for your shaman. Your shaman can move 12 inches anywhere on the board, just like the flight of Zinnerin or whatever it is. Zimmerman, something. but he can also do it on any other goblin within 3 inches of him.
Huh.
Yeah. So
As well, so him and
no,
him...
just one.
Okay.
But he could just be like, hey, you go. I'm not an orc yet. You go. You do the
Launch.
thing. Yeah, right. Launch him in, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Also, presumably you could do it, and they count as charging. Presumably you could do it too if, like, you have 2 goblins that end up fighting each other because of animosity.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to just
Launch
wind of Gork or whatever, one of them, and get him the hell out of there and make him fight somebody helpful. You know,
Man,
perfect.
Animosity. So, yeah, I guess if I'm going to start, my gripes. It is animosity. And I don't have a gripe with animosity in general. I think it's hilarious, and it totally fits with orcs and goblins.
Okay.
My gripe is that the only 2 guys in my warband that don't have it are my chieftain and my shaman. So the other 4 heroes, the other 4 braves that I've got, are also going to have to roll every turn to see if they can do something, or if they're going to charge their buddy, or if they're going to do nothing. Yeah. So there's that.
So that's fair, because animosity to me, I was about to really disagree with you. For me, it's like one of my favorite parts about the goblins.
Right.
I love it. But it only affects henchmen. Which is what it
should. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the whole thing of it. They're still savages. They're forest goblins.
Give them mushrooms. If they're frenzied, they're not subject to psychology.
Right.
There you go.
So there's that. That's my first gripe. My second gripe is the weapon selection for these guys. It's really odd. Like, my heroes can only get short bows for ranged.
Mm-hmm.
Or throwing weapons, or blowpipes, which are incredibly expensive.
Trash. Yeah, so expensive. It's like strength 1, right? They're poisonous, but strength 1, you got to roll 6 to cause a wound.
Right.
What's the point of that?
And silent, which is okay, but not the best thing in this particular setting. Anyway, I really feel like they should be a warband that should have access to slings.
Yeah.
But they don't. Neither henchmen nor heroes have access to slings. There's a little bit of at least one of them should.
Yeah, I think so too.
In my opinion. What was I looking at?
Your gripes, the weapons.
Yep, the weapons, the animosity for almost everyone.
Short bows are tough.
Short bows are tough.
Yeah.
On everyone but the leader, who has, sorry, now I can't recall, is it 6 or 7? Leadership, he might have leadership 6?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
My leader has leadership 6.
Oh my god.
So...
Oh, you know what? I'm not driving. I can actually,
look stuff up to help. I actually printed out all the potential warbands we could be facing. If you want to grab them out of my backpack back there.
No, I'm just kidding.
So looking at the potential opposition, obviously we are going to be potential opposition. So forest goblins could be fighting, night goblins could be fighting.
Yeah. We're supposed to be generally aligned. Again, goblins versus halflings, but we're definitely fighting each other.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's the goblin way.
Yeah, right. Your chieftain is leadership 7.
7, okay.
Still very difficult.
Everyone else, I'm pretty sure, is 6, or maybe even 5.
6 on your heroes. 6 on 6 on everybody else.
Spider.
The spider, leadership 4.
Yeah. So, is it the giant or gigantic?
That is the gigantic spider.
Gigantic spider, which is an independent critter.
Yeah.
You can have in your warband. You can ride it.
Yes.
Which is kind of cool.
You should.
And I will.
And you shall.
And you can also get a giant spider mount.
Yes.
So you can get the 2 of them, which I'm going to maybe try to... I don't know what's going to be better. In this case, an extra hired sword would probably be better than a spider mount. Spider mount is, I think it's 100 gold.
Okay.
And it's also rarity 11.
Oh, well, is it on your starting list, or do you have to?
But it still says rarity 11 forest goblins only. So that tells me that if you don't get it in your starting list, you have to get rarity 11.
Yeah. Hey, that's tough.
Yeah. So,
and that counts as equipment?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think instead of that, I will probably be going with like an ogre bodyguard.
Oof.
Which
You really want to smash some halflings.
I really do. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Especially if, and I think there will be at least one sling spamming motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh,
'Cause-
I'm sure there's gonna be more than one.
Man,
Yeah.
and it's my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta hide. You gotta be patient. You gotta be slow. You gotta hide.
Yeah.
It's boring. When you're facing a ton of slings, that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah. So I will say, I think one thing where the forest goblins might do well is they start out with low experience.
Yeah, nice.
So one less experience notch, I call it,
Mm-hmm.
where you get an increase or an upgrade of some sort
Right.
than everyone else on the heroes. So they start with, I think might be 6 experience on the Braves and the Shaman, and maybe 17 or 18 on the Chieftain.
So earlier advancement.
Potential earlier
Yeah.
advancement. I've still got to do okay.
Yeah, they gotta survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They don't play
have,
by our rules in this campaign where if your heroes go out of action but ultimately survive, they still get experience. What is it? They
participation.
Still get they get the participation experience. They can't search for rare equipment, and they can't do exploration.
Oh, if you
So-
go out of action.
Right.
So we're
In our
really
rule-
going to have to be a little extra
Yeah.
strategic. I
Yeah,
think.
we have a house rule that we say, okay, if you go out of action, you survive, you still get to look. But not here. You go out of action with a hero, they do not get their exploit die.
Ooh,
Yeah, and that's
okay.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess my starting crew has
What do you got?
Chieftain, Shaman, 4 Braves. All of them are armed with short bows, which
Okay.
is a very cheap start, which is good.
Yeah.
But still somewhat useful because they all have reasonable ballistic skill.
Is it 3 or 4 starting? 3, right? Yeah.
But they also have strength and toughness 3. So if something happens where we do close, which I'm gonna try to, I think, because man, these halflings have got ballistic skill 4 and 5.
Yeah, you got to run up and stomp them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does make me think that taking the pit fighter might be the better option than the warlock. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my thinking is the halflings are going to hole up and shoot our goblin balls off. Like,
Right.
that's going to be their plan. So for me, the combat element is definitely going to be critical, but also movement is going to be really
also,
critical because
yeah.
if you're hiding and moving instead of running, it's going to take us much longer to get there, and they're going to have time to position up in buildings and places where we'll have to come out in the open before we can charge them. So that's why I'm like, I want squigs. I want lots of squigs, and I really hope I can eventually get that spell with the flight spell, because to be able to run and then put your guy 12 inches anywhere and makes him count as charging, that is how we can wipe halflings. That's in my thinking. And when it comes to fighters, the pit fighter and obviously the ogre bodyguard for that matter, they are overkill. Like, these guys are soft and shitty in combat. So you run a guy up and you just dice somebody, which is what happens with my shaman sometimes. Now you're just sitting there, dick in the wind, as we like to say, to get just lit up with pebbles. So I'm a little nervous about that. Yeah, slings. Yeah, it's this. I only have 5 slings.
I think that's reasonable. That's fair. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm going to eventually have 20 guys, and I'm probably only going to ever have 5, maybe 6 slings.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, starting with 6 heroes is nice. You're starting with 6, if I counted correctly. I had to use both hands, but and I'm in Skirmish Con, where we weren't doing exploration, I only started with 5. But for this, I tweaked it so I could start with all 6. What spell are you taking for your shaman?
For the shaman, it's basically a fireball one.
Nice.
It's like a shooty one of some sort.
Yeah, you've used that against me in the past. We played a couple of
test games. Which was, I feel like it was good. Really good to just see how a swarm performed.
Mm-hmm.
See how the giant spider performed,
Yeah.
which it turned out I was doing it wrong. I forgot to do stupidity.
Yeah.
But I did ride him mostly into battle, so I think
Right.
it was just that initial charge I would have needed to roll for, right?
Pretty much, yeah. With the 6-inch movement, you just gotta get within a foot and roll and pass one leadership test. And
For him is, well,
it's 4, but you get to use your leader as long as it's
6.
close, as long as he's
7,
mounted.
sorry.
7.
Yeah.
Which is not great.
No.
But leadership advancements are a thing.
Not on spiders, they're not.
No, not on the spider, but on your leader. You know.
Yeah.
You get unholy relics for a automatic reroll of the first failed leadership check.
Mm-hmm.
Or automatic? Is it automatic pass? I think it's automatic pass for the first failed leadership check.
I guess a rabbit's foot would do the reroll.
A rabbit's foot would be a reroll. When in this, by the way, they're doing a house roll where there's only one rabbit's foot and one lucky charm.
Through the whole game?
Per warband.
I'll put warband.
Per warband. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, not the whole game. Well, last campaign, it was obnoxious because there were people that just had every single hero had both.
That's ridiculous.
Like, that's so stupid. Like, what is this, 40K? We're just going to be re-rolling and rolling 17 dice just for one? Silly. Come on.
So I'm not going to name names,
Okay.
but this is the example that I give of when somebody really meted a game too much, and it bugged me to the point of, like, nobody wanted to play him.
My Vansar.
No.
Okay.
It was Mordheim.
Oh, okay.
And it was
My Undead.
Ogre.
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody ran with ogres.
So I've complained about that to myself on previous podcasts. So just for some context, that particular individual is the biggest fan of ogres.
True. Yeah.
He knows everything about ogres
He
in
talks
every
ogre.
fantasy. He talks like an ogre. He loves ogres, and so for me, certainly don't consider him a metagamer at all. He just loves ogres. Also, ogres are typically banned from most campaigns.
From tournaments.
Right.
Yeah.
We no longer allow them after that debacle just because of how tough they are. And then on top of that, I think he was also playing them incorrectly. And on top of that, somebody gave him like 200 gold after his first game.
Oh.
And
Why?
so, yeah, there was like the merchant, Zane was playing the merchant guild, and he sold him something or bought something and ended up giving him more money or a free like $200. It was
200 gold for anyone is...
Yeah, it's huge, but for ogres it was like, oh God.
Yeah.
And, nothing was done malevolently, obviously, or maliciously. It just didn't, it worked out with so many different errors and mistakes that they were just unbeatable.
Right,
They were so strong. So
Turn
something
one.
like charging, a foot in with everybody, just wrecking everybody.
Most people toughness 4 with resilience.
Yeah. Multiple wounds on a few of them.
And
Lots of
armor.
fear. Lots of armor.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
It was tough. It was insurmountable.
It was. It just and again, you just, it made it and I hate the term, but a scoop. Like, it was like yep, cool, none, bye,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah, right.
Great
Yeah,
game.
Yep. Yeah. And it, in this particular game, it can be very brutal when you get annihilated in the post game.
Oh yeah.
You're just
You're
just done.
Okay, well, it's me. I'm either going to restart my
Right.
my warband if they'll allow it, or
Yeah.
play with 3 guys next time.
Yeah. Right. Which we always allow the restart.
Yeah,
That's, Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, I'm really looking forward to the dynamic of the halflings versus the goblins.
Yeah.
But also, I'm looking forward to the kind of silliness of this campaign. The last campaign was a border town burning campaign. It was so thematic. Glenn, the work he did, you saw with like the ship and everything. It's just so cool. This one Steve is running, and he told me, he's like, I wanted this to be silly. We're halflings versus goblins fighting for a cookbook. Like there are
That's right.
silly elements.
We didn't mention the things that we find as we go along through the scenarios will be pages from a cookbook.
Yes.
Or premium ingredients that we'll be using for these recipes that we will put together as we go along.
Yes. Premium ingredients: mushrooms, halfling balls. That's pretty much all I'm putting in my soup. I don't know about you.
Yeah, so it will be. It'll be a fun, silly game. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to have seen maybe one or two extra warbands per side. Maybe dwarves for the kingdom side, and the I don't know, what would you put for the bad side? I think orcs would probably over.
Orcs are too much. Yeah, especially, and dwarves for me, like, I liked the idea of human-ish but non-humans,
Right.
and preferably short. Like,
Okay.
I think that would have been fine. Halfling, dwarves, goblins. That to me would have been enough. I think anything else would be. It's dangerous. Like if you put beastmen in there,
Right.
for example, they're toughness 4.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be really tough for anybody with strength 2,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like the max strength 3 for most of us.
So with the ranged weapons that we're looking at
yes,
today, is anything strength as user, or are they all strength 3?
are
That's
thrown
question.
weapons strength as user, or does that just have to do with?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe they are. But do halflings get thrown weapons?
Oh, I don't know.
So they don't get magic, but
Oh,
they
interesting.
they do get a master chef.
Okay.
The master chef, depending on which list it is, they get some special weapons, like a chef's knife, which I think is just like -1 AP, kind of like a dagger, but -1 AP.
But -1, nice.
Then there's a cleaver, which is like a axe, but there's something else about it, and a ladle. A ladle, which is like a disarming weapon.
Oh, cool.
It might
All
be
right.
strength. Might be strength, but it's like if you hit on a natural 6, then it's a disarm.
Oh, cool. Oh, I like that.
And a tenderizer, which is basically a club, and they're all just a little bit cheaper. I think they're all like 2 or 3 gold each.
Okay.
So yeah, that's their equivalent of a magic user. So he's basically also combat, and I think he can like make a special, make a meal or something for his party.
Okay.
I think
What is
similar
that?
to. So this one you might need to look up, or
I'm getting them drunk and you're feeding them.
I think so. Yeah, something like that.
It's
Like
the chef you're talking about?
Master Chef. Yeah.
Master Chef. Here we go, Mootlanders. Master Chef. Inspired cooking. Any models within 6 may reroll any failed hits.
There you go.
Holy shit!
So he's like once
In combat.
once per combat or once per game. I can't recall which it is.
This is once per turn.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. What?
So take out that Master Chef. Because that'll be
Yeah. That'll be bad. What's their? So I probably should have done some research.
yeah.
So their warriors are.
back here. You got I got
Your
the-
sheet?
Yeah, I got sheets for all of them. Or you can grab my iPad, and you will see.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Is this it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, look, you're so organized. Oh, you got the drawing of a kangaroo
Yeah,
by my
dude.
daughter. Yeah, I'll have to put. I don't know how to put subtitles in a podcast. So for those of you listening, both of you, me and you probably.
Yeah.
Dan is Australian. Oh yeah, look at you. You got.
We got forest goblins. I got the
Binder.
orcs because the orcs show the animosity rules.
Yes,
And there's
halflings. Here we go.
halflings. So there's 2 halfling lists.
Halflings in Mordheim. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Village ogres on one of these lists. Okay.
Yeah, so that one is a more balanced halfling list.
This one?
Yeah,
okay.
because they have one big guy that's kind of equivalent to the ogre bodyguard.
Yeah, okay.
And then they have pigs, which are kind of like wolves. Yeah,
Interesting.
that is much more balanced halfling warband, which you would have a couple of big, like you would have one big guy, you would have a couple of like animals, and then the rest of the guys.
I see.
But then the other one is the 20 sling spamming motherfuckers. I don't know if we can put that in any kind of podcast, but that's what they are.
Oh, I don't, like I said, I don't think this is going to be listened to by more than 3 people.
Cool.
I think one of them is probably going to be my mother.
Sorry, Mom.
I don't know how she's going to figure out. Well, she knows I got a mouth, so, Yeah, look at that. Layers of fat. Oh, these special skills are kind of interesting.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, there was one more gripe for the forest goblins. I think only there's only one guy in forest goblins that can take their special skills, and it's not the leader.
I did see that, which my favorite part, one of my favorite parts about the night goblins is the special skills they could get, like netter, throwing a net and stopping a charge short. I think I'm probably going to give all of my guys mushroom farmer, because
then everyone gets like, is it D?
it's D3 minus one.
Still,
Yeah, it's still, yeah. I mean, again, my halflings, my Smurfs are just about getting wasted on mushrooms. Like,
Right.
that's their driving
Smurf, yeah.
force. Yeah, Smurf. Yeah, they're going to get Smurfed up. So it's kind of along the theme that I'm going to just get as many mushrooms as I can.
Better.
That fungus brew.
Yeah, which is amazing, by the way.
it's
I love,
so fun.
so it's interesting. Normally what I would do for henchman groups is I break them up into groups of like two, hey, buddy, watching me go. Yeah. I break them up into small groups so that as they get experience, I get potential variety
Right.
in the groups.
Right.
But in your case, you want as many as you can in one group,
Just one
because you can feed them the mushroom brew, which...
So before every game, you make the mushroom brew with between 1 and 3 mushrooms. And for each mushroom you use, you roll a d6. On a 1, they are fighty, so they roll animosity on a 1 or a 2, which I did get at Skirmish Con once.
And you did on the
That
test
was-
game as well.
That was exciting, yes. That makes it a lot more fun. On a 2, I think they get -1 initiative. Maybe I should just
the
look
rules
this
are in there
up. Oh,
for
they're in
night
here.
goblins
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's right. You're so organized. I forgot. The mob night gobblins. Here we go. This one I have the fungus brew under the shaman. Probably should have remembered this. Fungus brew. 1 is rowdy, so affected by animosity on 1 or 2. 2 is dizzy, so it is -1 initiative. So 1 or 2 is bad. Also, if you roll any doubles, the batch is ruined, so they get no effect other than a headache.
Oh.
On a 3, they get fearless, so immune to fear and all alone test.
Love
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. 4 is numbed, so +1 save, so they basically get a 6+ invulnerable save. It cannot be modified below a 6. 5 is belligerent, so they get hatred, which is phenomenal.
Double
they,
attacks.
They re-roll their
That's it.
misses
Reroll,
when on the charge, or on the first round of combat, rather. And then 6, of course, my favorite is loony, which means they get frenzy, followed by stupidity if it wears off. So it's kind of tough. If they get knocked down, they're going to be stupid, and they're never going to do anything. But frenzy is awesome. And I know some of the games that I played at Skirmish Con, I found a mushroom. There's no post game, so it was just by, happenstance, really. I got numbed and loony, so the 6+ invulnerable and frenzy. I think 2 games.
Nice.
It was awesome. That was just my favorite.
Yeah.
So I really love that. I'm going to do that every chance I get. I'm going to get everybody that I can mushrooms. So mushroom farmer is, fungus farmer's right up my alley.
Yeah, I think animosity is probably going to be my my Achilles heel.
Well, with your dice rolling, it's definitely
I
a problem.
historically have rolled just terrible, like all the time.
True.
Yeah,
Very true.
I have this thing where I can usually hit people.
Yeah.
In a game, I can roll to hit them and I'll succeed.
Yes.
But I cannot wound them. And taking them out of action is well, obviously, if you can't wound them, you can't take them out of action.
Right. Not happening.
So it's usually I take to creative methods like setting them on fire or knocking them down and
let the game do it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, I like that.
I generally tend to roll terrible. So much so that I got some dice that, not loaded dice, but they match my play style, where I know that if I roll low, that it's good, that I will get these specific dice out because they have skulls that are on the ones. And they come up more often than not.
Yeah.
So,
which doesn't confuse the hell out of me ever, by the
No,
way. You roll skulls and I'm like, is that good or bad? I don't know. You tell me. Which ones are
these little red dice, skulls mean well, if I pick them to roll particularly, then it's
You
good.
want the skull. Skulls are usually good for you. Got it.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'll just try to remember.
Yeah.
For sure.
I do wish that there's with forest goblins, they are they're really not spectacular critters at all. I feel like a lot of the early war bands, they kind of got a little I don't know if I don't want to say lazy because it's not, but maybe they tried to rush a bunch of stuff out.
Sure.
So I mean, Mordheim was only really supported for is it 5 years?
Something like that. Yeah, it was short.
Maybe 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, in terms of the professional development teams that were running stuff, they put out a lot.
Yeah.
Like how many town criers?
A shitload.
They put out so full rule set. They put out. I don't know if you can really count the minis because a lot of them were from fantasy or from that sort of stuff. But there was a lot of work put into the game for what was only a very short-lived thing. So kudos to those guys. I would love to modify some of these guys a little bit.
They could use some tweaks that certainly wouldn't make anything game breaking.
Right, like I would take animosity off the heroes.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe do a slight cost decrease on one of the other henchmen. Like
You've got
the sluggers.
sluggers are 20 gold.
They should. I think the throwing their throwing weapons 3 times is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It should be reduced to 2, and they should be. Yeah, something about
20 gold. 20 gold is pretty cheap.
But
how much are throwing weapons?
Yeah. 15, I think.
Throwing weapons 15 gold. Yeah,
so
you're right.
35 for a unit like that.
Yeah, but you could throw them 3 times.
Yeah, I was so tempted to get some, but they're really expensive for a starting list.
That does sound expensive
For goblins, at least.
Yeah, but at least they don't go out of action automatically. So there's that, I guess, benefit over, for example,
Sure.
fanatics.
Yeah.
So for your animosity, because we know you're going to roll terribly.
Oh yeah.
You've got to mitigate that, right?
Right.
So that I'm assuming one of the first things you're looking to get is a boss pole
Yeah.
and an unholy relic.
A boss pole, I think, because it matches. The unholy relic, we'll see. Can you give it to somebody else other than your leader?
Yeah, I think unholy relic can go on any hero.
Any hero.
And it just means that they automatically passed their first leadership test. So I wasn't quite right on that, but
Okay.
so for example, if you have somebody riding a gigantic squid or
Which only
spider.
the leader can.
so then it would have to go on him.
Yeah.
Well, you could make it like a charm hex or something, and obviously make it more thematic then. Unholy relic,
I think
witch doctor bones or something,
if anything, as the group progresses, I will get a couple of sluggers. I really want to try them out, see if they're useful at all. Throwing weapons are very short ranged. And again, for 35 gold, I can get either a warlock or a pit fighter, and have 5 gold left over.
Yeah, right. So throwing weapons, they are strength as user,
6.
range 6 inches,
Which is a bit of a killer.
but no penalties for range or moving. So,
Only movement 4.
well, but can you
Can't
move
run.
and do it 3? You can't run, but can you do it move and shoot with them?
Yeah, you could move 4.
So you can move 4 and do 3 throwing weapons 6 inches away with no modifier. That's not bad. If you happen to get Lad's Got Talent,
Sure.
you
Yeah.
eagle eyes on that guy.
That would be helpful.
That'd be sick. Move up 4, shoot 3 weapons 12 inches with no modifiers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could be dangerous. Worthy investment, but certainly an investment that would take a little bit of
Time and
keep
luck.
them safe. Yeah, and luck. Yeah, you got to keep you safe.
You gotta roll that. What is it? 2 to 4 or
No,
10 to 12.
Lad's Got Talent is just 10 plus, I think.
10 plus. Okay.
Yeah, 2 to 4, 2 to 4 and 10 to 12 is on heroes as a skill.
Right.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me.
So yeah, we play a lot of Necromunda, and that we have been playing a lot of Necromunda lately. I also play a little Blood Bowl, but haven't played the new Season 3 yet, so I'm a little behind.
Sure.
We haven't done a ton of Mordheim lately either, because Necromunda, a little campaign you've been running, has taken over things a bit, which has been a lot of fun, by the way.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. We have a small group, but it's good, and more importantly, everybody in the group and everybody that's seen us playing at Spray Gunner are all talking about doing Mordheim next.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Including the guys that are usually just back there painting. One of them, Sean, I don't know, have you met Sean?
Maybe.
Really tall guy, glasses.
Yes.
He's the one that built that castle board they have.
Oh, sweet.
Which is unbelievable. So he's like, I'm ready to go. You let me know when you're doing it.
All right.
All right.
Well,
let's do it. So
we were talking about a campaign a little while ago that you were going to run, but we started playing Necromunda instead. And when you mentioned like the idea about it, I was like, oh, and my creative brain went nuts. And I thought it could be cool. Like you'd mentioned a guy that was used as an instigator of the last campaign, but he ran away after getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool to bring him back, stirring up some pirates, some chaos, and some undead against elves, dwarves, humans. Yeah.
You know who that guy was? Is that particular character was stylized as?
No.
The narrator guy from the original rulebook. I can't remember, but he was like kind of like a piratey mercenary guy, and he's like kind of telling you what's going on about Mordheim. That's the guy.
He's a name. He's got a name.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember it, but he's in there. But that's who I stylized this guy, because I wanted him to be a recurring element in all my campaigns.
Right.
You know, obviously something magically touched about him or something, because he always seems to escape or get away from trouble and still comes back and causes more trouble. So I'm glad you said that, because that's an awesome idea. That's what we're gonna do. Let's do that.
So in some sad news, which you're already aware of, well, we currently live in Florida. That's not sad news. That's good news.
Yeah, sure.
The sad news is I've got to pick up my family and run across the country for a year or so.
Yeah.
And I'm taking my games with me. No, not really.
Yeah, right.
I'm taking my gaming ability with me, but what I really want to do is arbitrate a campaign remotely, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess with the help of
I'll be your hands.
Drew. Yeah, Drew.
It could be like Ghost. You're Patrick Swayze, and I'm that one lady.
You're Whoopi Goldberg?
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll run with that.
Yeah.
All right, Whoopi.
I'm your Whoopi. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. That's can we maybe we should start a meme off of that. Will you be my Whoopi?
I think it's
okay. In the world of remote living, whole new thing. Cool.
I'm very disappointed in this fact, because you are, like me, you're one of the few very consistently available players for whatever we're doing. Usually, obviously. Lately, you're preparing to leave us like a dick. And so it's a little harder. I get that. But, it's tough. That I feel like if we've gotten some more interest from the people that are at Spray Gunner. I think as long as we get enough terrain together, we'll get some more engagement, and we're building, we're team building. This is a development year if it's sports.
Yeah.
So
I actually got to throw together some fun terrain just this week.
I saw that. Yeah, tell me about how you did some of that stuff.
Yeah, so
that was awesome.
One thing I went to Michael's little craft store chain around the country. It's pretty cool. I go check out their bargain stuff and just see what is in the craft wooden area that's for a few bucks.
Right.
I went around Christmas time, or a little after Christmas time, where they happen to have I don't know, what do you call it? not nativity setting stuff, but
Like those mini villages, village scenes or
little
whatever.
mini wooden houses
Yeah.
and things like that. And I found this castle,
Yeah.
which looks like it's been set up to be like it like has a hinge on it, so it opens up to be like kind of like a playset, I guess. But of course,
you could say you bought a dollhouse. That's fine.
bought a
We're adult men. I can't wait to get my daughter's Barbie dream house and make a Necromunda. You bought a dollhouse.
Okay.
Yep.
It is very castle-like. So I bought a little wooden castle, and I orcified it.
Yeah, you did.
I just got a whole bunch of coffee stirrers and what do you call them? Ice cream sticks. What are they?
Yeah, popsicle sticks.
Popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
I was about to get Australian and call them paddle pop sticks.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what is the weird Australian term for it?
There is a weird Australian term for it. Paddle pop.
Yeah, sure.
Paddle pop sticks. So
makes sense to me.
I'll actually quickly explain that. The popsicles are shaped like a paddle.
Sure.
And there's a brand that is called Paddle Pops.
Sure. So it's like every tissue is a Kleenex.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
So Paddle Pops, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I just broke up a bunch of them. I stuck it to the front. I watered down some craft glue, just sort of splashed it over the whole thing. I threw some extra levels in there to make it, game functionable.
Right.
So
I did know it looks really awesome. That just covering it in the sticks made it look like an orc fort for
course,
sure.
Yeah. And then I threw a stain over it, just wood stain.
Yeah.
And then sprayed it with a matte finish. So
Nice.
really quick. That was like one afternoon's work, maybe an hour or two.
Yeah. You sent me the picture of it open, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I did not feel like it was that much longer. You sent me of it painted and covered in sticks, and I'm like, how? Was
It's
this
just breaking up sticks and just randomly gluing them on does not take a whole lot of time.
Yeah,
which is
I
cool.
guess not.
And
Very
then I made a bunch of trees because I was like, you know what? I'm a little butthurt by myself for choosing forest goblins, which I feel like is let's call them a piss weak choice. But let's see what happens.
You got a handicap.
Yeah.
Another handicap. Sorry.
I do indeed.
Sorry.
But one thing they can do is, one of their special rules you'll see is they can move more easily through
through forest terrain.
through forest
right?
terrain.
Yeah.
So I got some wire. I twisted it up to make it look like some gnarled roots and stuff. I think it's on the front page.
Front page.
Special rules, natives.
Yeah.
No.
Used to poking through there. No movement penalties for moving through any wooded terrain. Yeah, that's nice.
Which I think normally it's just is a -1 movement or is it half?
I think it's half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
difficult
hopefully we'll
terrain is
slow
half.
these halflings down a bit.
Yeah. I like that.
I
I don't expect to see any halflings moving,
No.
other than to be trying to get higher up
Right.
or backwards. But we'll see.
So yeah, I twisted up some wire, like some wire you get from Home Depot in a spool.
Yeah.
I wrapped it with some old sweaters my wife was getting rid of that I just ripped up and cut up.
Okay.
Also soaked that then in watered down PVA, which has also had a paint in it. Like I think I just had some old sample pots.
Sure. Yeah.
I threw the glue and water in there and just shook it up and soaked them in it, so it really got into it and made them sort of firm.
Yeah.
And then just painted them with another coat of paint and what is it? You can get this moss-looking stuff from Michael's as well, from a craft store.
Yeah.
I think people normally put it in the base of flower pots and things like that.
Yeah. It's like lichen, right?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like that? Lichen.
Yeah. Got it.
So yeah, I just grabbed a bag of that, which is a couple of bucks, and super glued it in patches. So it looks like
It looks great.
twisted, swampy, gnarled wood. It's kind of cool.
It does have a swampy kind of vibe to it, which obviously, being in Florida, I appreciate.
And then I did one big tree, which I built the base and the frame of a long time ago.
Yeah.
I saw somebody did this style of tree building. I thought it was really cool, really simple. It was just that wire wrapping thing, and they used bandages.
Interesting.
Because it it comes in a roll.
Like gauze. Yeah.
Because it's got a great texture as well. So you can use that to wrap and get thick areas. Once it's done, fully complete, painted and everything, you can still move it and like pose it and shift it around. So if you want to like make your tree slightly different for the next game, they can be.
So just spread some of the branches and shoot through them type of thing. Yeah, I like that. Interesting.
Yeah, I put some platforms on the big tree as well, so it's like a giant tree house.
It looks, it's awesome. It looks like a very goblin tree house, by the way. I love that thing. Yeah, that's awesome.
When I was a kid, like, how old was I? I must have been like 13 or 14.
All right.
Living in Newcastle in Australia. I would go to my local Games Workshop store there. There was one in Newcastle, which was awesome.
By pouch?
Yes, by kangaroo pouch.
Kangaroo pouch?
Actually, no, I would get on the train because it was a bit of a stretch.
Sure,
I would go in and play most weekends or any time I could maybe steal away from school. It was a great little excuse. But I remember putting in a competition piece there, which I got a second place for. It was like a goblin massacre, and it was just one little tree house made in the same style with a bandage wrapped wire with a popsicle stick platform. Yeah. And then there was just I got goblin bits and just chopped them up and put them all on top, and like it was a mess. But then there was one goblin who had like an exploded stump of a hand. Yeah. That he was supposed to have had a stick bomb. He was holding it up, and
that's awesome.
So it was like sick. He was like one guy left. Yeah, like that. One guy left standing. One little grot left standing, and all this just massive stuff around him. It was so much fun to make.
That is awesome. What a cool idea. Oh, I love it. And the concept that he's just holding it in the air, so somehow he didn't get hurt.
It wiped out everyone around him and his hand. I think it was
that's perfect.
The Last Stick Bomb or something like that it was called. Or The Last Stick Bomb. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that on the table for sure.
Yeah, I really like building terrain. It's a whole lot of fun. I wish I enjoyed painting it as much as I like building it. But
all you need is you got to get your airbrush.
Yeah.
You have one, right? You just don't ever use it?
I have a little battery one, a little cheap battery one that I got, and I was like, I tried using it once, and it was like spluttering, and it kind of, I didn't have a good time with it. I was like, you know what? I'm okay with a brush and sponges for now. Yeah. But then again, I am the king of unpainted terrain. I think I have a Kill Team Octarius set, which is, I mean, it's base coated and dry brushed.
Right.
Kind of counts, right?
So it's done. Next.
No detail.
Next.
And then I have the Ash Wastes set. Yeah. Great terrain there. I love it. Yeah.
I might paint that for you if you're.
Please do.
If you're not.
And there was the
Warcry kit?
Yes, with the Blood Oath. Yeah. Blood Oath Savages and the Spidery dudes. What are they? Can't remember. Anyway,
well, you got the terrain too from the box we split. The the Hunters and Hunted or something like that.
That mole looking thing.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Which is also partially painted, as with the rest of my terrain.
Yes.
So. I will be happily leaving all of that around if if people want to paint it. I won't complain.
Yeah, we might actually. So, Dave in our Necromunda group for now, Necromunda, has been trying to get me to do a painting party with my Necromunda terrain. Mm-hmm. He's like, just get us all together. We'll all bang it out. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do it. You know, I want it done, but I also want to be the one that does it just because I'm a control freak. But if you're leaving a bunch of prime terrain around and you want it painted, that might be a great setup. We get a bunch of sponges, a bunch of dudes, a bunch of paints, and just get it all ready. Yeah. And then we got multiple tables going. I think that's one of the few things that's kind of holding back the Necromunda group in particular is we have Johnny's table, which is amazing.
It is so good. I'm always worried about touching it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's so delicate and so many tall things that aren't glued down and everything, like little skinny antennas and shit. And it's beautifully painted, but it's enough to maybe we've done two simultaneous games. Yes, hashtag Hive Guys. He's got the Hive Guys set. I told him this week I put together a Hive Guys as well for my board. It's assembled, and I've got like a little. One of my tiles is like kind of a hab block.
Right.
So I've got a whole bunch of those crates stacked up, and I've got a gun shop and a Hive Guys and a few like regular living habs.
Okay.
And that's where I actually put the outpost watchtower too. So it's kind of a similar vibe there.
Yeah. I know we did start talking more time. We moved over to Necromunda a little bit.
It does. They creep together, and that's fine.
Okay. We love it.
That's fine.
We are not judgmental gamers. We are multi-gamers, except for Trench Crusade. You can get the fuck out. I mean,
fuck
what?
That shitty.
No. If you play Trench Crusade, that's up to you. I mean, you could be a Tau player as well. That's
right.
Each to their own.
Right. You could be on the Epstein list.
You could.
They're all the same. All the same.
We have a little rivalry going with some guys in our gaming store because they took away a bunch of Necromunda gamers from us to go play Trench Crusade.
Yep, hate those guys.
Especially after they went to a lot of effort to go set up a whole bunch of Necromunda stuff.
Yep.
And then get Necromunda games going, and then they went and played Necromunda.
This is bitterness. This is bitterness, and listen,
it's recorded too.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
and
totally.
Also, not the first time I'm recording something like this. It is a regular theme. Actually, maybe in this podcast, I should just have a segment every show about just bitching about Trench Crusade. That might be a good idea. Oh, should I not put my backpack right on top of my goblins? Probably not. My goblins, my Smurfs, whatever, same thing.
I'm gonna call it the bitter pill section.
Yeah.
Take your bitter pill.
Yes, and get rid of that fucking Trench Crusade nonsense.
Yeah. Anyway, Necromunda. Yeah. I have a fun idea for a campaign.
Yes, you do. Talk about that.
So, it will start with. I want to keep it basic regular gangs.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe no Ash Wastes nomads.
Okay.
And I think that's probably it. And no Spires.
Yeah, right.
They're insane.
Obviously, yeah.
But the idea will be they will start off on Necromunda and they will receive a transmission letting them know that the offshoot of an incoming hive fleet is kind of hitting nearby, and everyone needs to be evacuated. So everyone's going to be getting into ships and getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So maybe one hive battle, but then the rest of it will be in ships.
That's so cool.
I'd like to bring in some elements of chaos because you never know when that Gellerfield will fail.
Yeah. Warp is involved.
Yeah. And again, they're escaping a hive fleet, so there's always gene steals in every planet anyway. So
right. Every Space Hulk has got them. For sure.
Rats in a ship.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have some elements of that, and I'd like to make it a kind of a multiple stage campaign where maybe they get introduced to one element, then introduced to another, then another.
Yeah. So cool.
I want to reduce the weaponry because these people know that they're going onto a ship, right?
Right. Not great idea to melt holes in bulkheads.
They're not idiots, but that's not true.
Yeah, right.
There will be some people who will go, no, I'm going to sneak a melter gun or a plasma gun or something like that on. So I'll allow, I think, one special weapon per gang.
Okay. All right.
To kind of like, we're able to disassemble this and smuggle it on board somehow.
Yeah. It's called keystring. Sharp, short inhale.
Prison wallet.
Prison wallet.
Prison wallet, yeah. I think 1,000 creds will be good, but I'm really going to recommend people keep a little bit of creds up their sleeve.
I don't know how to do that, so
I'm gonna mention it because it's going to be a very limited economy. You're stuck on a ship.
Right. Yeah. No trading post type of thing.
There will be a trading post, but everything will be limited. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I want to also drop ammo availability. So,
okay.
Weapons that start scarce will automatically fail their first ammo check.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
First plasma gun shot count. Oh
That's
my
right.
god.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, and so I want to step the level up of rarity of ammo of each thing. So,
Okay. All right.
it will make people choose weapons a lot differently. I feel like it'll make people choose more close combat options. It'll bring the game in tighter.
Maybe I'll put together those corpse grinders.
You should really put together those
me.
corpse grinders.
Yeah. Who will also be Smurfs, by the way. Because now I'm just everything. Now everything is going to be Smurfs.
You know, so I did think about that a little bit, and I was like, oh, maybe they just like the corpse starch farm they work in puts out blue corpse starch.
You're a genius. You are a genius.
Like from
That's
the
my
knees
idea.
down,
I'm taking it.
and their hands are just like blue.
Yep. Oh
like,
my god.
Like working in an old grape press or something like that.
Yes. You know? Yes. Oh, this is so perfect. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Crossover opportunity.
Oh yeah.
So I do listen to gaming podcasts. I had never listened to a podcast in my life. Maybe a language podcast once or twice, and then. Johnny was telling me Johnny's the Necromunda guy in our group. He's the one that did the board. It's incredible work. Yeah. Total dickhead because now he plays French Crusade.
Yeah.
Anyway, he turned me on to Gilders Ford Radio.
Yes.
Which I listen to all their stuff. Amazing group. So many cool ideas from them. Their living setting stuff is awesome. Everything. But that led me to Some City Radio, which then ultimately led me to Underhive Lore Keepers. Underhive Lore Keepers, They've got somebody who came up with the idea of a drink called Caryatid Blue, and it's blue. It's blue milk,
blue curacao.
Right. But apparently it's blue milk from rats.
Well, you know what caryatids are, right?
Oh yeah. Caryatids are sick and they're blue.
Yeah.
And so the idea is it's caryatid blue and it's milk. So maybe my corpse grinders work in a caryatid fucking blue factory.
There you go.
And that's what. Oh my god.
He's got it.
Oh my god.
The inspiration is flowing.
This is so bad.
He's gonna start crying.
I don't have time for this. I have terrain to build. I have terrain to paint. No!
So something else I would love to do about this one is get a pack of tiles and then have everyone who wants to play create their own hab unit.
Very cool idea.
So
as a settlement, you said, right? So it's like
their own settlement. So they then create their own little hab unit where, like, matched to the theme of their gang, it will be, they can set it up so it'll be defensive how they want it to be, but, like, within certain parameters.
Sure.
They'll be able to get, the gang equipment, traps and things like that never get used in regular games. I never see them get thrown out there. But
some of that stuff is so thematic and so cool.
Really cool.
Certainly, mostly... A lot of it's really useless, but thematic and cool. So
in the case where you're reduced to like 4 tiles for a game, or maybe six tiles for a game, and you're setting up your own 1 tile 100%. Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's smart. I love that idea.
You can set up little pinch points and little things for traps.
I will. Here's what I'll do. Yeah. I will make sure everybody gets at least 1 cargo container.
Okay.
Because I still have a few to build. I think I only have 1 box though, so I'll get a couple more boxes of cargo containers so everybody can have their. You'll give a tile, and I'll give a cargo container, and then everybody else can throw whatever they want in there.
Sure, that'd be awesome.
From there, I also have a bunch of barricades too.
Yeah, I'm sure people have and that's a great thing about it. Necromunda terrain can be scrappy as you want.
Yeah, right.
Coke cans, cardboard boxes, anything. Yeah. So that was one thing I wanted to do. I thought that would be a cool thing, and again, you're in a ship, so I really wanted to make the I customize a lot of scenarios and make them small tablets.
Yeah, no, I love this idea. I'm really excited about it. And you can do so. Like, one of the things I do like about the Ash Wastes are like the environmental effects and the random shit that can happen. You can make some random happenings, which we're gonna have in the Mordheim campaign, by the way. Like gravity turned off.
Uh-huh.
Like random cool
dude.
shit. Lights off. Zero visibility type of thing.
Low oxygen levels.
Low oxygen, take a flesh wound, every turn or something. Yes. Oh my god, so many cool ideas.
The Palinites are going to be obviously maintaining order on the ship.
Obviously.
I want things like every shot if you're not in your own territory, every shot you fire increases the thing of raising an alarm, bringing in Palinites who will come fuck you up, because you shouldn't be firing guns on the ship.
Probably shouldn't be shooting guns on board. Yeah, no, I get that. That happened to me on a Carnival cruise. It was, after the third shot, it's like, okay, they know now.
Flare guns, yes. So I really want to, I want to have a lot of fun with this campaign in terms of messing with what people think they're going to do. Like, I'm just going to tell people originally, here's your starting creds, here's restricted things.
Yeah.
You're going to be on a ship mostly, and go.
Yeah.
And then let's see what people build.
Grenades?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Photon,
my God.
Flash.
Yeah. Gas, all the cool ones that never get used.
People don't use and they're not expensive stuff.
No.
So I really want to bring back the old school feel of, like, that kind of old school feel of Necromunda. I feel like, auto pistols, stub guns, knives, like, these will be the champions of this campaign.
Yeah. I really like that.
I hadn't really thought yet about how to balance out because there are some gangs who are like really intense, silent weapon, crazy guys. And I think you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know. Listen. What my knock ghouls do in their spare time is none of your concern.
Right. What they do on the board time is my concern.
Yes, no, I understand.
And that hurts a lot.
Yeah. Well, like I said, now it's going to be corpse grinders, Smurfs.
So it'll be interesting to see. Like, I think we'll keep it basic for the first section of the campaign.
Sure, yeah.
And then I'll know, like, what do I need to, to quieten down a little bit? Who needs to get a little bit of an encouragement?
Yeah. Who maybe finds a weapon storage locker on board.
Exactly.
Or, rations or new recruits.
All kinds of stuff. It'll be, like I said, a very restrictive economy.
I like this. I think it's so cool.
But, there's two things about Necromunda that I feel like that complicate it a lot. One is vehicles. So I really want to keep vehicles out of it, because I know we've still got a lot of new people, or we will have if we get more.
Yep. The rules are cumbersome enough without vehicles.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Something I heard on Gildersford Radio, which again I've been listening to as well. I'd only seen their Facebook stuff and their social stuff before.
Yeah.
I didn't really even know it was a podcaster recently.
Yeah.
Is keeping the tactics cards in a very tight thing as well. So, not doing it as the scenarios do it, which is like everyone gets 2 tactics cards or can choose 2 tactics cards. Because man, there are some crazy hacks.
Janky, broken.
Some of they're talking about, like being able to move 60 inches across the board, and then do 18. Strength 5, damage 2, whatever ridiculous.
Crazy combinations.
Love those combination cards. But I really want to be selective so that they match the ship theme.
Yes. Lots of Zone Mortalis tactics, maybe, with the door openings and that kind of stuff.
Doors, which were and tunnels.
Yes.
Like doors,
ducts,
tunnels, ducts.
Ducts. Yeah.
All these things I feel like are a really great dynamic of the game.
Yeah.
They don't get used because we're always too busy, like, I don't know, shooting from a high top spire somewhere.
Well, I mean, part of that too is we have the one board.
Right. With lots of spires.
With lots of tall spots. But except when Dave's playing, we take those all off the board because
these 2+
knocks them over.
2+ to hit Van Saar, folks.
Well, that too, but also just because we're afraid of damage.
Right. So that could be a really fun campaign to do.
I love this idea. I really do. And I'm looking forward to it because you get to participate, and even though you're not going to be around, like I said, I'm happy to be your whoopee. You guide my hands.
Not a bee. That has got to be. We've got to make that a thing now.
Yeah,
Can
happy
we
to
do
be
that?
your whoopee. Yeah, for sure. It's funny because I was thinking of Demi. I was going to be your Demi Moore, where like she's making like a clay pot and he's putting his hands in her. But no, you're right.
No.
I'm definitely
The
more
ghost.
whoopee like for sure. 100%.
You are the machine. I am the ghost.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
So much. I got. Yeah.
I'm very excited about this campaign idea. We should, before we terminate, we should bring it back to Mordheim.
We should, because we're like 10 minutes away from.
We've been talking a while.
From the Coliseum of Comics.
Yeah.
Getting ready to set up a game, which would be awesome. 3 games today, going for recipes and ingredients, and generally smashing other goblins and halflings.
Yes, that's the game plan for me as well. I'm a little worried that we're only going to do 2 games instead of 3, because I know somebody said like 3 games was too much, and I'm gonna go in there and say it's not, because we drive 2 hours to go to this thing, so I kind of want 3 games.
Yeah,
and we are able to make it happen as long as we start in a timely fashion, which can often be a problem.
I've got my game vein open. Keep pumping that game H in.
This is getting weird. But no, you're right. Yeah, tap that vein for sure. Have you decided? I think here's where she should end it.
Okay.
Have you decided on your hired sword?
Okay. Here's the thing where I kind of want to be a cunt.
Well, you are what you eat.
Yeah. If I'm facing a swarm, first match, it might make more sense to have the warlock.
Yeah.
If I'm not facing a swarm, if I'm facing somebody who's going with the halflings that are like the spread out balanced ones, I feel like the pit fighter would be better. So this is where the cuntiness comes in.
You can just wait.
Yeah, and go, right, am I facing a swarm? I'm taking the warlock.
Yeah.
But
well, you're right. That is cunty.
Is it too cunty though?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's I was looking for you to be a cunt filter.
Listen, wait a second. If I am your filter, that is a problem. That just shows what poor judgment you have. For sure.
I feel like you deal with cunts all the time, so
I do, yeah. Listen.
Is it too cunty?
I would say you should pick before.
Okay.
Just because
thematically you're doing the warlock.
You're gonna roll shitty no matter what.
That is true.
So
true.
You're gonna be a cunt and a loser. Like, just be the loser and be thematic. So you're going warlock?
Doing the warlock.
Final answer.
Yeah, warlock.
Okay. So here's hoping you get a good second spell.
Yeah.
What is your ideal? So obviously you said you're doing the silver arrows.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's
an awesome spell.
It's a great shooty.
Yeah.
It's higher on the difficulty thing, but it really punches if it hits.
Oh yeah, for sure.
D6 plus 2 strength 3 hits.
Yeah.
It's like
against a swarm of halflings.
It's my entire forest goblins that can shoot. Like,
yeah. Right.
And so
yeah. What's your ideal second spell?
Oh gosh. So the fly one's really good.
Yeah.
That'd be really handy for taking objectives.
Yeah.
But there's also one that gives you that turns him into a combat.
The sword of Azrael, flaming sword of Azrael or Ezreal, something like that. Yes. So
they would be my next choices, but
we're
rolling that one, so we'll just see what Lady Luck deals my way.
Right. And if you get to keep the warlock, if you can afford his upkeep, they're all the academic skills that you can. One of them, you can choose your next spell. You can reduce the difficulty, right? So, if it lasts for a few rounds of the campaign, you can get there.
Yeah, I mean, I was so tempted to start off with 2 hired swords.
Yeah,
but then the upkeep would really,
it's tough.
Yeah, it would reduce my ability to. I think if I took a lot of losses, especially in the first round.
I think starting with a hired sword, you just have to be careful to make sure your heroes survive the match.
Right.
Because you have to roll on that exploration chart, and you have to get a decent amount of weird stone. You're never going to get anywhere. And you're just going to be feeding your hired swords the whole time.
Yeah. If the warlock dies, it's like the equivalent of 2 forest goblins in cost.
Yeah.
Which is not a big deal.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, he's actually more
Affordable.
yeah, and
Yeah.
more sacrificial potentially than any of my heroes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Mine, I don't have any hired swords to start with, but the troll has an upkeep. It's a 15 gold upkeep. Or 2 night goblins, which I think that's silly. Night goblins are 15 gold.
Yeah, why would you give up unless
Or squigs.
squigs? But they're expensive too.
They're the same. They're 15 also.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like thematically, it should either cost 15 gold, or you can feed it a squig or a night goblin. Not 2. That's
Or
2
a captive, or
a captive. Yes. Oh yeah, captive would be perfect.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have that in the back of my mind too. I'm gonna try to keep like I said, I only have 5 slings. They're all my heroes. So the only hero that should be getting into it is my shaman. So I want to keep him safe though too, because it's early days. This is day 1, so got to keep those heroes alive.
yeah, praying for the lad's got talent.
Yeah.
I mean, it does usually happen though.
Oh yeah.
At least once or twice through a
yeah.
campaign, it'll happen.
Yeah. In our campaigns, I feel like it happens early. In the last campaign in Orlando, I didn't get my first one until I think 4 or 5 games in, or 4 or 5 weeks in, I should say.
Right.
It took a while for me to get one.
It's probably a good thing though, considering how you run your undead.
Yeah.
Which
You want to talk about cunty?
Oh yeah, that man. I
ghouls?
gotta say,
Yeah, ghouls.
ghouls and vampire. I mean, they are cost relative,
Yeah.
but still, it's nuts.
Fair to attacks T4. Yeah. That's a ghoul. That's a tough nut to crack.
Huh?
Yeah.
Unless you got that Bugman's brew it.
Right. Or super high on mushrooms. Right?
Which we're gonna do anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was-
You're not?
you said
Yes.
in the coffee, right?
Ah, God, I now I feel teased because I drank my whole one and I don't feel anything. So if I don't start seeing all kinds of colors, if I don't start seeing smells, I'm gonna be.
Well, you will start seeing Smurfs soon.
That's true.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, that seems like a decent enough spot to wrap it up. Do you have a final thought?
Keep it goblin-y, so no.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, fuck that. All right, cool.
Have fun. Let's have loads of fun. Roll dice and just fucking run with it in a goblin-y way.
I'm all about it. Here's to rolling ones on our animosity.
Fuck yes. Let's do it.
See ya.